Hey Brian, just what's the vibe around the team today, and what can you guys do? What's the message in terms of turning the page?
Well, that's what you need to do. But there's certainly a lot of guys that are hurting right now. Some physically, but they gave everything they had, and we came up short, and that was a tough one. Make no mistake about it. But you got to get back on your horse and get ready to play a very talented team that we just played 2 weeks ago. So we'll look at the things that we didn't do quite as well, and we'll get on to Philadelphia with the right mindset.
Have you guys made a decision on the kicking situation yet, whether you would elevate Younghoe Koo or whether Graham Gano might be ready for the weekend?
Yeah, we'll see where that goes here throughout the week.
Evan Barnes.
Hey, Brian.
Morning, Evan.
Just kind of looking at this game and maybe the Dallas game as far as just not being able to close out games. In your mind, what do you see being a common thread maybe between just kind of how, mentality-wise, just how this game was almost eerily similar in terms of just not being able to just execute down the stretch the way you guys wanted to?
Yeah, I would just say this, Evan. It's not about one play, one player, offensive side, the defensive side, the kicking game. There's plenty of plays and opportunities that we had, and we didn't. We ended up making those plays. So get the results, and it's there's a lot to learn from it. But we played some good football for a while, but at the end of the day, we didn't finish. We didn't finish the game.
And then I guess defensively, when you go back and look at the tape, obviously we spoke about how it ended yesterday, but do you see anything differently that you guys would want to do this week, or just kind of going forward, what you guys can learn from just kind of how those last drives ended defensively?
Yeah. Again, every game is different, Evan. So this game was different than the Dallas game relative to what we played or how we played it. You're always learning and trying to be better.
Specifically from this one, though, what do you think you guys can learn from this as far as just maybe any differences schematically, or as you said before, you want Bowen to be more aggressive? Like, is there anything you can see differently that maybe you could want to do differently? Yeah,
like I said, Ev, it's all three phases. There's plenty of plays that we had opportunities on, decisions we made. We can all be better.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Renan.
Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Jordan?
I'm sure you heard or saw that some of your players were upset about the idea of, dropping 8 and rushing 3 there on that first play of the final drive. What do you make of that, and have you spoken to guys about that?
Yeah, look, there's plenty of plays that we had opportunities to make, throughout, I'd say, the fourth quarter. And we just came up short. So it's not about one play. Like I said, it's not about one player. It's not about one specific side. It's a collective, and I can do a better job.
But when you have players upset about that, and obviously it could be looked at as, okay, do they have full confidence in the defensive coordinator and you guys as a whole, as a coaching staff, if they're looking at that and being critical of that specific decision? Because it is the kind of, I know you said it's a different play call, but the concept of not being aggressive is similar to the Dallas game. Does that concern you?
Yeah, like I said, there's plenty of plays that were out there for us, and we need to do a better job of that.
Also, when you're up 19 points, you go for the 2-point conversion. What's the thought process behind that? There are a lot of people say you should kick the field goal there because, 2 touchdowns, 2-point conversions at 16 and then 3. It gives them an opportunity to do it without scoring 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's the decision that we made. That's what was on our chart, and that's what we went with. That's what I went with.
Paul Schwartz.
And you have any update on any of the injury guys? Holland, DeVito, Burns?
Not yet. Nope.
Paul Schwartz.
Hey, Brian.
Paul?
Hey, one specific one you mentioned, slightly last night. Letting Jackson throw the ball 3rd and 5, right? They had used 2 of their timeouts. You could run it and make him use a third timeout. You obviously put trust in your rookie quarterback. You threw an interception. What is all the things that you're thinking about there, the ramifications, the pluses and minuses?
Have confidence in Jackson to go out like we did. Similar, I'm not saying it's the exact same thing, but the Chargers game when he hit Theo there. Thought we had a good play called. Had some pressure, kind of got tripped up, but I have a lot of confidence in him, and that's why we called it.
Is that basically a more physical error than a mental error? I mean, sometimes a young player just doesn't see the linebacker or something.
He saw it was right in front of him. Yeah, he saw him.
Yeah, it just did not get the ball over him, right? It's so you would
call
that a physical.
He was kind of tripping up over his feet, and he threw it to him, and the ball got away from it, and they made a play. But I have a lot of confidence in him. And our offense to go out there and execute at that particular time. And I thought Kafka had a good play call dialed up.
If you that could really hurt a young player. Throwing an interception, then watching them take it 19 yards, they score quickly. Now he's back on the field, Jackson. What did he show you to not cave into that? And in a very tough situation. It's 4th and 19. That series is going haywire to get you guys down the field.
Yeah, a lot of mental toughness, and ability to execute under pressure, which, that was a big drive for us there. He contributed significantly to it on some of the plays that he made, whether creating it with his feet, holding onto the ball a little longer to give him time to get downfield. So, again, things to learn from him, but, tough environment. He played his butt off.
Thank you.
Yep.
Tom Rock.
Brian, just along the lines with Jackson, how do you evaluate a game like that from him in the lens of the collapse and the loss? Like how do you go about doing it, I guess?
Yeah, watch the tape, watch his decisions. I thought he did a lot of good things, Tom. And that play, got away from him, obviously, where we threw the pick, but had a lot of mental toughness, made a lot of good plays for us, gave us an opportunity to win against one of the better defenses on the road in a hostile environment, along with a lot of other guys. But obviously that one play hurt, but there's a lot of plays that helped get to where we were at.
When you named him the starter, you said that you sort of prepared everybody for the bumps and the learning curves and everything that would come along with a rookie quarterback. Is he ahead of where even you thought he might be 4 games in?
Yeah, look, we meet with him every week. He puts everything he has into it, and he does everything he can possibly do to help put our team in good positions. He puts the time and the effort in. He's got talent. There's things to learn from, like I told you earlier, and that's what we continue to try to do.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep.
Last one, Pat Leonard.
Are you considering any major changes, whether it's with a coach or a coordinator or a play caller to your staff, or are you just riding with the same guys you have?
Yeah, like I said, no, I'm not considering that. But we all got to do a better job. Starts with me, and there's plenty of opportunities to finish that game the way we wanted to, and we didn't get the job done.
And about the play call and the interception, I understand, like you said, there was a situation in a few games ago where it worked out doing this, but considering your lead with this time at it remaining in the game, why not put in a run that forces Denver to use their final timeout there because the clock is on your side?
Yeah, look, I thought the play call that that Mike called was a good play call. And I thought it was an aggressive call to make a good play against the right coverage, what we anticipated to get. And credit Denver, they made a play.
I know you said you didn't have any specifics on injuries yet, but for the starters on defense that were banged up, so Burns, I guess Abdul at one point, Debo, and Holland. Any idea whether those are expected to be more than potentially like a 1 week or a short term thing?
Yeah, I'll find out. You know, they're all kind of getting looked at right now, and I'll find out here tonight